Hey out there. Thank you for joining Connecting with Teens. Bernardo here, and we're so glad that you joined us for a wonderful conversation with a fellow author, Malin, who wrote Brain Tools for Teens, full of strategies to help you and mental health with teenagers. We're going to get to that in a second. But first, Malin, what provoked you to write the book? What's the book all about?
Well, the book Brain Tools for Teens is actually strategies and information for teens about how they can take care of their brains to feel good for their brains, their bodies, but also for their learning. As a teacher, I saw this as a problem in my class that they hadn't this information, they couldn't access it. So I wanted to give it directly to them and to their parents.
And for the viewers out there, just understand we're kind of tweaking those strategies because they are for teens. And that book is definitely meant for teenagers to read. But I thought, if teenagers can do it, parents maybe can grab some strategies and help their teens with that brain health. Molly, can you share a couple of strategies for parents to help navigate with their teens through brain health?
Yes, of course. The first one, and I would say the most important one, has to do with sleep. Sleep is so important for emotional and mental health, but it's also so important for cognition, for thinking, learning, and memory. And what I would like to talk about today is really about our biological rhythm, our circadian rhythm. So for us to have good sleep, we need light, daylight, we need to dim light in the evening, and we need total darkness when we sleep. And this is especially important for teens because their rhythm is a bit disrupted when they're in their teens. So they fall asleep a bit later and they want to sleep more in the morning. That's how their sleep system is. So to help them with their sleep, it's important to get daylight as soon as possible, preferably before screen time. So sleep, daylight before screen light. That helps to set the biological rhythm. It helps them to sleep earlier in the night, to dim the light in the evening, and to actually have total darkness in their room when they sleep at night.
I love how you talk about the actual lighting that will help them with sleep. So getting up, going right to some outside time or some sunshine time, that's got to be a priority that will help them set that biological clock. Excellent idea. Thank you. And you had another one for us as well?
Yes, the second one is about exercise. And the exercise I would like to talk about is walking, because walk is amazing. Taking a walk helps us with, it's really the best way to change mood. If you have good music and taking a really fast-paced walk for 5 to 10 minutes, it is the best way to change mood. And most teens like it. My students love that. It also brings oxygen to the brain. So it's a good way to start if you have a study session. So just taking a walk before you study, it helps to reduce stress when you increase your heart rate. And the one I really like also is something called Optic Flow. So when you have self-generated optic flow, which means that you walk and it feels like the environment moves past you, that helps to reduce and calm the nervous system. So if you're worried or anxious, taking a walk actually helps with worry and reduces stress. So it has so many ways that it helps students with mood, with thinking, and with anxiety.
So just getting out, going for a walk, but it needs to be fast enough so things are moving past their visual scope.
Yeah.
That totally makes sense. Our family, we like to run, but the walking and getting out improves their mood, which in turn definitely helps parents and helps that brain capacity for teenagers. Malin, thank you for your 2 strategies today. Definitely parents can get out there and use those right now. Get out and walk with their kid and just help them wake up the right way and maybe take a look at their sleeping situation so they're in total darkness to help with that circadian rhythm. Malin, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. It's great talking to you. My book, pick up my book, Brain Tools for Teens, or follow me on Instagram, where I have more tips and tools and science. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. And remember, here are some ways that you can help support our efforts here at Connecting with Teens.